I don't know how I'll get her off my mind, but give me time and I'll think of something. I can't say today that I'm alright, but by tonight I'll think of something. I'll find so many things to do that I won't have the time to think of her. And then if she's still on my mind, I'll try to drink enough to drown her. And if that don't work, I'll think of something. Where do I go for love that I still need? Now that I'm free, I'll think of something. And if someday by accident we meet and I can't speak, well, I'll think of something. If I can't say a word to her, I'll blame it on this lump that's in my throat. And standing there, what will I do to hide my love enough that it don't show? I don't know, but I'll think of something. Well, I don't know. I don't know how I'll get her off my mind, but give me time and I'll think of something.
On a lover's getaway, it's alright, it's alright. If I'd rather wear your t-shirt than a sexy negligee, it's alright, it's alright. Every dinner doesn't have to be candlelit. It's kinda nice to know that it doesn't have to be perfect. I treat her, baby boy, it's alright. It's alright. If in every wedding picture my daddy looks annoyed, it's alright. It's alright. Don't you know that all the fairy tales tell a lie? Real love and real life doesn't have to be perfect. Maybe every little piece of the puzzle doesn't always fit perfectly. Love can be rough around the edges, tattered at the seams. Honey, if it's good enough for you, it's good enough for me. Oh, you don't mind if I show up late for everything. When you lose your cool, it's kinda cute to me. And it's nice to know that we don't have to be perfect. Maybe every little piece of the puzzle doesn't always fit perfectly. Love can be rough around the edges, tattered at the seams. Honey, if it's good enough for you, it's good enough for me. Oh, you're good enough for me. Yeah, you're good enough for me. Oh, you're good enough for me.
It's the time of the season when love runs high. In this time, give it to me easy and let me try with pleasured hands to take you in the sun to promised lands, to show you everyone. It's the time of the season for loving. What's your name? Who's your daddy? Is he rich like me? Has he take us anytime to show you what you need to live? Tell it to me slowly, tell you why I really want to know. It's the time of the season for loving. What's your name? Who's your daddy? Is he rich like me? Has he taken anytime to show